here we go.
I will massacre you! We're here to fuck shit up. Oh, good for you! I'll smack you in the mouth!
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Injustice for All 4th of July special. I am joined again by Mike G.
Hey, how's it going?
He's back from his gender reassignment surgery.
That didn't happen.
It did happen. I saw your dick. It's a mess.
I was doing research down at the border.
Yes,
And I was
your
almost
waist
raped.
border.
I was almost raped down by the border.
If you didn't get a sex change, then why does your dick taste like blood? Okay.
You said it tastes like a...
Gay!
You said it tastes like a bowl of spaghetti.
It's just, it's texture more than taste, really. That's why it reminds me of it. But we want to welcome everybody for the 4th of July special. And welcome back to the super shitty show. So the first thing that me and you were talking about before we even started this was the latest Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez retarded.
Yeah, Alex C.
Yeah.
Alex Cunt.
And like, I guess what happened is she went down to the southern border and she toured one of those migrant detention centers. Yeah, detention centers. And she just made up a bunch of crazy shit that she said happened there, which clearly it didn't. None of that fucking happened because she went there with, I think, like 13 of her own aides, along with, I hope she has aides, but along with a couple other federal officials and all these other, people coming in there to do it, and journalists. Not one single person corroborated her story, and in fact said that she was behaving irrationally. I almost said wildly, but I've gotten some criticism about how many times I say wildly, so we're nixing that.
Shocker.
I'm kind of retarded.
I'm wildly retarded. But I'm going to pull up this video for us so we could hear just some of this. This is just some of the stuff she said on her way out. You ready for
Sounds
this?
good. Oh, yeah.
So this is her leaving one of the federal detention facilities. She's in her car, and some of the reporters around are trying to interview her. So this is what she said.
There's abuse in these facilities. There's
abuse.
This was them on their best behavior, and they put them in a room with no running water, and these women were being told by CBP officers to drink out of the toilet.
So she's full of shit.
Yeah.
There's no fucking law enforcement that's telling people, just go over in there and drink out of that toilet there.
So, the way that they have these things set up, I don't know if you actually looked into it.
It's the prison toilets, right?
Well, so they're toilets, so that they only have like one spot where the plumbing comes in through.
Yeah.
So they're working with what they got. They have these toilets that actually have sinks, faucets on the back side of the toilet, like on the tank.
It's like a foot or two above the toilet, right?
It's on
the flat
it's
part.
above the tank. So you have the faucet to wash your hands, and then to the right, there's a little like fountain thing that you see at your park, your local park, and you could drink water out of it. What a lot of people have a problem with is like, oh, the water's attached to the toilet. It's the water that comes into your toilet, that goes to your shower, that goes to your kitchen faucet.
It's all potable water.
It's all the same fucking water.
Yeah.
It's not like they're recycling the shit water and they're like, oh, you fucking Mexicans, you got to drink that too.
Well, the fucked up part is she knew what she was doing. She knew by saying that,
she was bending the fucking truth.
Exactly.
And these dense ass motherfuckers that don't understand how plumbing works.
No.
They just go, and I've dealt with that because I've told people like, oh yeah, and in case of emergency, you have to use the water that's in the tank of the toilet. They're like, ew, it's gross. It's toilet water.
It's the same water.
It's the same fucking water. It's in your water heater.
I'm not saying grab it out of the bowl, like
Yeah.
where your piss is,
Yeah.
but like it's the same water.
That's doo-doo water, baby.
That's doo-doo water, baby.
But she's a fucking liar.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
And I have a suspicion that she's...
Lesbians!
You are a lesbian.
We got the button.
Yes.
We finally got that. I know Mike. I showed that to Mike right before we started the show, and he goes, yes. But, yeah, she was also saying some other crazy shit after she... because, like I said, she said drinking out of the toilet because she knew that was going to invoke the picture in everybody's head of some poor migrant Mexican woman with her hands in a toilet bowl and a turd in her hands and just
She's
drinking out of her fucking...
She's picking the lettuce out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
The land of make-believe.
Exactly.
She's full of shit. But our hero, the only politician that me and you really like right now,
Yeah.
Dan fucking Crenshaw. Anybody who doesn't know who that is, he's the congressman out of Texas with the eye patch. He was a former Navy SEAL. And
He did 4 tours.
did you do 4?
He did 3, then lost his eye in the 3rd, and then went back for a 4th.
Like a gangster.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's the real life Snake Plissken. And if you don't know who Snake Plissken is, fuck you.
That's fair.
Because
That's fair.
look it up.
Retarded?
What are you retarded?
Yeah, what are you, retarded?
No, a Metal Gear Solid, Snake
Yeah.
Plissken, badass motherfucker. What was funny is I actually, because I'm was doing research into figuring out who this guy was, because I was like, fuck, I don't want to get duped again. Because I got duped before because I wasn't really paying attention.
Who were you duped by?
Fucking Bernie Sanders.
You were duped by Bernie Sanders?
To a degree, because everyone else in our demographic was rooting for him.
What are you, retarded?
No, yes, I was retarded. And even what's his name? The fucking gay guy that was trying to.
Pete Buttigieg or whatever? That fucking mayor that's running for president now?
No, he was running for president, and he was trying to get weed legal.
Oh, I don't know.
Fuck, what is his name? I can't remember. But
He was a gay politician?
no. Well, I mean, he just comes off as being gay. He's not actually gay.
Dan Edwards?
Johnson, Gary.
Gary Johnson. Oh, yeah, he was the one that didn't know what Syria was.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
So
like,
I've been duped before, and I was like, not again. Not again. I'm not going to back someone up unless I do some fucking research. Did some research. So far, I like everything that I've seen about Dan Crenshaw.
like I said to you, I've heard all the stuff he said so far, and he hasn't said anything that I really disagree with yet.
Exactly.
Not saying that he won't, but so far I'm really, really liking him. He seems like a really level-headed dude.
But he called out AOC on
big time.
all that shit because he said, you're going to a facility that is overran by the amount of people coming into it. Your party and you yourself stopped funding for for a bigger venue, for better resources to have the people stay in.
It wasn't a border fund they were voting for. It was just a humanitarian aid at these detention centers, and her and some other Democrats rejected it, and now they're going down there and bitching about the conditions.
So that'd be like you own your own place. I'm the contractor, and I tell you, okay, this place needs to be fucking overhauled. Like there's cat shit everywhere. The sheetrock's falling down. We got holes in the ceiling. It's just isn't working. And then you tell me, well, I'm only going to give you $1,000 to fix all this shit. And I'm like, that's not going to cut it.
No.
So then you walk in after I use the $1,000 to kind of patch it up. And then you're pissed off because you're just like, what the fuck? There's still a hole in the ceiling. And, it still smells like cat shit in here. Well, you didn't spend the money to make it better. But then you come in and then you talk shit about how it's still shitty.
Yeah.
You voted against it. So that just shows where she's coming from and the Democratic Party is coming from and how fucking badass Dan Crenshaw is.
Dan Crenshaw is a motherfucker.
Dan Crenshaw, 2025.
25. It's 2024.
Oh, I'm retarded.
I'm kind of retarded.
Exactly.
But the one thing he said, though, that I really liked is he goes, AOC is getting way, way bolder with her lies.
Oh, yeah.
And she is. And she's already said on record, like, it's not about being factually correct. It's about being morally right.
Okay.
And like, so it's okay to fucking lie as long as your ends justify the means. Fuck you, bitch. You're a fucking, it's hard. It's hard not to just call her a cunt. Like, it's as much as women hate when dudes call chicks that word, she's a cunt.
Yeah.
She's a stupid little cunt.
She was a bar back
At a taco shop.
at a taco shop.
At a taco shop.
She's not qualified,
No, not in the slightest.
but they just keep pushing her out there and saying, yeah, no, just keep doing what you're doing. Like, she agreed to have an abortion at 9 months. So the day that the baby's being born in New York, you can murder that little problem.
You're welcome, bitch.
So so Dan Crenshaw, did you see what he was talking about with Google and Facebook?
No, I didn't hear anything about that.
Oh, you didn't see that?
No.
Man, he ripped Google and Facebook a fucking new one.
What did he say?
It was like one of the congressional hearings. He called them out and said, you guys are pretty much anything that comes out as conservative, you guys are shutting it up. And then you're having alternate ads or links to your guys' propaganda from the left or from the Democratic side.
Yeah.
Pushing it right inside your face. So instead of you getting factual stuff, they're pushing that aside And then, because like, fuck, he had like one of his representatives post a bunch of shit that was a little bit conservative, and it disappeared into the ether, and it was demonetized like that. It was taken off the fucking board. And he's like, what are you guys doing about it? And they're like, oh, well, we're trying to figure out how we can do our job better. And he's like, no. What the fuck are you, like, without saying what the fuck, he was just like, what are you doing about it right now?
What, are you retarded?
Yeah. And then with that, and then also he asked them, what's hate speech? He's like, you guys keep throwing around this thing called hate speech. Can you, and he was talking to the Google guy, I believe, the guy or the representative, which he just didn't seem like he was in the, like,
he was in the wrong place.
They went into the mail room and they're like, hey, Greg, you want to go to this congressional hearing?
It's like, yeah.
And
let me grab my jacket.
And so he asked him, he's just like, can you give me a definition of what hate speech is? And this guy kind of like tiptoes around it. And he goes, okay, so you guys can say that this and this and this is hate speech. But when you identify someone as being a Nazi and they're not, and they get attacked and get death threats, wouldn't you consider that actual hate speech? Because now that person's life's in danger, and he's looking at him with his one fucking eye and his fucking his eye patch shimmering.
It's amazing how much disdain he could show with just one eyebrow.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, this guy's too good to be true.
He is.
This is real life Snake Plissken.
He's like, at this point, I feel like he has to say something that I'm gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But he hasn't yet.
He hasn't.
He's been super consistent. He's been super. I'm a big fan of his right now.
And if you don't know who he is, look him up. He was on Blaze TV, which I feel like they're doing pretty good content.
That's what's that guy's name? He did the fucking crazy Republican guy. He said all kinds of crazy shit over the years. Greg, no. What the fuck is that guy's name?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Blaze TV is owned by what the fuck is that? Greg, not Greg Gutfield.
But everything that he's done, everything that he's said, and I'd be the first one to fucking say it. I've picked the wrong people fucking before. Like I picked Gary Johnson.
Yeah. He was a fucking idiot, man.
And I even at one point in time was just like, there's no way Donald Trump is going to be our president. He was on WWE.
Body slamming like a Vince McMahon.
He was on the World Wrestling Entertainment Show.
Is it here, Vince?
Yeah.
I'm a billionaire. You're a billionaire. And I'm going to beat the pants off you.
And I was like, there's no way this guy's going to be a president. And he is.
Yeah.
But he's kicking ass. He
he's
went to
doing
Korea.
a good job.
He went to Korea.
I was talking to the Koreans. They love me. They said they assured me my penis is the biggest one they've ever seen.
And it was so. Did you see that part?
When he went over the border?
He walked across the rocks and they made such a big deal about it.
Well, it's like the first time an American president's been over in North Korea since the war, I think.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And meanwhile, did you see that they compared the pictures to when Trump was there to when Obama was there? Okay. So obviously they showed Trump like holding hands, like
Gay!
with Kim Jong-un, and he's like, walking across the border. When they showed Obama's visit to the border, he was on the South Korean side behind this giant, like, fucking plate of bulletproof glass with fucking binoculars. He was like hiding behind it, and like he's just standing there. It's like this like shell of bulletproof glass around him.
Do you think they were trying to make it look like it was more
No,
hostile?
I think he's a faggot. I think he's a pussy.
Oh well, no, he's definitely a faggot, and his boyfriend Michael Obama.
I can't get
pegs
behind
him
that
every fucking night.
I could definitely see a pegging, but I can't see that Michelle is actually a man.
That's a man, baby.
I don't think so. I think it's really a woman. I just think she has a lot of really masculine features.
Okay.
I'm kind of retarded.
Yeah. Joan Rivers died because she called it out about that shit.
Don't say that. I love Joan Rivers.
No, she got called out because they were just like, oh, wow, that's a possibility that the U.S. is going to have their first gay president. She's like, oh, it already happened. Obama. Everybody knows Obama's gay.
Everybody knows that Obama's gay.
And Michael or Michelle, everybody knows that she's a fucking transsexual. And then the reporter was like,
we're going to go to commercial.
What? And then she winds up dying a week later.
Man, that honestly, like when they talk about like the female comedians not being funny, I'm like, there was one certainly.
Yeah. And she got
Joan
snuffed.
fucking Rivers.
She got snuffed.
Oh yeah,
she said too much.
She died during like some plastic. Well, according to the record, she died during some plastic surgery.
No. It was a throat thing. She went in. It was a minor procedure. they barely they sedated her, but they didn't like put her like fully to sleep.
Uh-huh.
And it was just supposed to be a simple procedure to check out her throat, and she wound up dying
From like what, the anesthesia
asphyxiation.
or something? Oh wow.
They snuffed her.
Seems kind of suspect. And like to kill the only the only like top
Because
5 comedians in the world, and she's definitely one of them in my opinion.
That little clip caught fire so quick, and she got snuffed.
It just seems too convenient kind of thing.
Well,
Like the Seth Rich thing that for some reason nobody's allowed to talk about still.
Seth Rich.
He was the Democratic National Committee staffer who was shot in the back 4 times at 4 a.m. in the morning in a botched robbery.
Oh,
And he's suspected to be the WikiLeaks leaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was shot in the back 4 times at 4 in the morning, and nothing was taken off his body. It's a botched robbery. Go fuck yourself.
I'm kind of retarded.
But yet a black guy could be walking around in a fucking blizzard.
Oh,
And
yeah.
have bleach poured on him and told
Did you see the police release like some videos from that night?
From what?
Oh, fuck, dude. One of the best ones is like when the police finally get to him.
From Smollett?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They brought up the chest cam video from fucking when they went to Jussie Smollett's apartment, and he's got the noose around his neck, and he's like walking around the fucking apartment with like this
the noose
fucking
around his
yeah.
neck?
He's like, I just wanted y'all to see it, and he's like holding it, dude. He has it on like while he's talking to them for like 4 minutes. Like he has it on for a long time.
So he had his set piece.
Yeah.
And he left it on himself.
He's got his props. He's like the Carrot Top of hate crimes.
I want to find this fucking Joan Rivers thing.
What'd she do?
Well, I wanted to find what she says about Obama and about Michelle.
You want me to try to pull it up?
Are you interested? Oh, I got it right here.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman
we already
president?
have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a
I'm sorry, she's a what?
a transgender. We all know.
Oh
Go,
my gosh.
Joan. Oh, wow.
So right after that, she dies.
Right after that?
Yeah, she died a week later after that, if not sooner.
So are you telling me that you not necessarily believe, but you do suspect that Michelle Obama, and you believe this 100%?
I don't. Well,
Michelle
it's not that
Obama-
I believe it. I see that there's more proof that she's a man than she is a woman.
What about the kids? That's kind of proof that she's a woman,
They
right?
don't look anything like him, and they're wild as fuck.
They're not wild as fuck.
They're like
one of them smokes pot and she's 19. Like if they had gotten footage of 19-year-old me, they'd be like, "Do you see that fucking dude's son?
They
He's
don't-
out of control.
they don't
He's shitting in hot tubs."
They don't look anything like the couple, the gay couple.
One of the daughters kind of has a Barack's fucking forehead.
They
Is
don't
what
look,
I've noticed.
You're just saying that because they're black.
Objection! Extremely racist!
Overruled.
But yeah, I don't know for sure. I don't really care, but I'm just gonna say it because it's kind of funny.
It is fun, and I've definitely seen the pictures online of like Michelle's like crotch bump, or whatever the fuck that is, the
Her
bulge.
Her enlarged.
I
clit.
saw Mike Obama's dick.
Yeah, her 7-inch clit.
That one got me.
Yeah,
Oh,
good stuff, Maynard.
Oh yeah. Oh, so we were talking about AOC and Dan Crenshaw.
Yeah.
Speaking of another Navy SEAL,
Ooh, yeah.
the fucking Gallagher.
Yeah.
For anybody who doesn't know, Gallagher was a Navy SEAL that was going back and forth fighting ISIS, and he had killed an ISIS fucking combatant, whatever you want to call it.
Did his job.
Did his fucking job, what he was sent there to do, and he had taken a picture with the body, which is not uncommon. And after that, they fucking decided that they charged him with murder.
It's like a guy that when he goes hunting and he's just like, "Oh, look, I got it."
But instead of like a cheetah, he's just holding up some Ahmed like by his ankles. Like, but you sent like you were saying, you sent these motherfucking pipe hitting hitmen
Yeah.
overseas to do their job, and when they do it, now you're upset.
Yeah,
That's like eating meat and then finding out how it's made and going, "Oh my god," and you're still eating it.
true.
Like-
Which happens
All the
a
time.
lot.
Yeah, like me. I don't give a fuck how it's made. I think those cows have it too good. Those chickens have it too good. Why are they allowed to have a cage? They should be strapped down. There's no reason for me to bite into a tough burger because this thing had to run around the yard. Fucking chain them down. Everything should be treated like veal.
Yeah.
Everything, including children.
Oh, so delicious.
It's delicious.
Look at him, he's so tiny.
They got it too good.
But what you're saying with the Gallagher, how is it that the media can turn that on its head and have a guy that's sent there to do his job and then does his job And then gets ridiculed for it. And then he went from a E7 to an E6.
E7. I'm not off the top of my head. I don't know the enlisted ranks for Navy, but that's the equivalent in the Army is going from sergeant first class to staff sergeant, which all in all, as far as when you turn to E7, then it takes a lot more to demote you. When you're E6 or below, they could just demote you at will. At E7, it takes actual politicians to get involved.
But does that fuck with his benefits and everything?
No, not necessarily. As long as he's staying in, then it may delay his next promotion from E7 because he has to get back to E7 first.
Yeah.
But if he's staying in until E9 or whatever, he's still going to get his time, and so that's still going to count towards the percentage.
Yeah.
But because you can only go up to E9.
But it blows me away, and they make it. They say, "Oh, fucking murder" or whatever, and that's like a cop who goes into a shitty fucking drug bust, or a cop that goes to a shitty pullover. He pulls someone over because of the registration. Nigga starts shooting at him, and then he pops back, blows this dude's head off, and then they go, "Oh, well."
Well, there's a difference though, because cops also have the responsibility of protecting and serving, whereas Navy SEALs and combat jobs in the military are just hitters.
Yeah.
Their job is we're not meant to stand around and give you directions or pull a cat out of a tree. We're meant to fucking shoot you, the cat, your neighbor, everybody. That's what we're there for.
But that just blew me away when I saw that story. I was like, wait. You're getting a guy and you're accusing a guy of murder who is sent there to go murder people. That is your job. Yeah,
but I mean, like I said, everybody likes eating a burger until they find out how it's made, and then they want to bitch.
And I think it's too recent because I haven't heard Mr. Crenshaw talk about that at all, being that he is a former Navy SEAL as well.
I think he kind of stayed out of it just because there's a bias there. I think it's a bias there. He doesn't one thing he doesn't want to come off as is biased.
Yeah.
And a Navy SEAL being charged with murder, there's no way he could say anything without the media immediately pulling up some kind of bias on him. He knows how this game is played. So, and I think he's really focused on taking down AOC, which bravo, sir. Thank you.
The way he came up was actually pretty interesting too.
I watched him come up through the election, and I saw his speeches when he went to the colleges and did the table sit downs with all the students and was answering questions. He's an incredibly mild-mannered, fucking adjusted, articulate dude.
Yeah.
We were wondering if he could run for president because you said that he might have dual citizenship.
So what wound up happening is that both of his parents were born in America, but he was actually born. He fell out of a vagina in Scotland.
No, I don't think that matters. If he's born from American citizens, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so
he potentially has dual citizenship, but you could always renounce the citizenship.
Okay,
so I think it's gonna be fine. He could run for president later on.
I just don't know.
We'll have a fucking president with an eye patch.
Yeah,
fuck yeah.
And I hope he does the one where he actually when he gets
inauguration?
Yeah, I hope he does the one where he has the strap.
I hope he gets the solid snake eye from fucking Metal Gear Solid. It's electronic. He's just fucking.
But I think it'd be sick. If he just had the strap and how he fucking looks at people with that one fucking eye.
He's a boss.
I bet Putin would probably be like, okay, I'm a little scared now.
Let's not fuck around anymore. This dude means business.
They got Snake Plissken though.
You fucking winking at me, faggot.
With the clown.
No, I'm blinking, sir.
But yeah, no. So I'm excited. I'm excited for him. I'm really, really interested to see what's going on with him.
Well, the thing is I was telling you include it with to piggyback on the fucking Navy SEAL being acquitted for murder.
Yeah.
Is right now there's something going on in the military recruiting process that I've never seen.
Oh, yeah.
They're offering $40,000 to infantry recruits as a signing bonus.
Because you said they're dipping out, right?
When I was leaving the military, it was right before they started allowing women into the infantry, which, by the way, they're not really coming in because they can't pass the test.
It's a terrible idea.
It's a bad idea. And we could actually discuss that in fucking length. But
they have to shower every 3 days.
By Army field manuals, they have to have access to a shower every other day or every 3 days, because if they don't, then they get septic and they could fucking die.
They got to hose it out.
Meanwhile, I lived in a bombed out school for 3 months with no electricity and no showers.
I couldn't imagine what you smelled like.
Dude, I smell bad on a regular basis with showers regularly.
That's what I'm saying.
I smell like a fart.
I think you smell like a foot that was dipped in belly button sauce.
Hey, now I'm hungry. What am I supposed to eat on 4th of July? The Polish dogs are going to do nothing for me now.
But so they're offering $40,000?
$40,000.
If you enlist.
If you enlist for infantry, because we're all leaving. All the combat dudes are leaving because slowly but surely they're implementing all this fucking social justice fucking programming into the military and using it as fucking social experiments. I'm sorry. This is your fucking military here. These are your infantry, your fucking special forces, your Rangers, your fucking Navy SEALs.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with these units because these are the units that actually make it a military.
So that's what you were talking about before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're giving him a call sign. I forgot if you were calling him by his name or not.
Oh, Frank the Tank?
Yeah, Frank the Tank. You were talking about how there were certain classes that had females in it that had passed, and the males that were in it were kind of like looked at like
that was the Ranger School girls.
You're kind of hitting off a tee, like you weren't hitting off. You weren't hitting off fucking a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. You were hitting off of a fucking tee.
They were playing t-ball. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. But like what happened is like so they had Ranger School, which is obviously a very, very difficult school in the Army. Mm-hmm. And so they were like, we're going to put women through it. And everybody said, like, that's fine, but do not fucking lower those standards. Otherwise, you cheapen what that school is.
Exactly.
That school is not meant for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is, like, so the girls went, they were allowed to go through all the courses and eyeball them all and fucking walk through them all before actually attempting them. They were allowed all this extra fucking commodity.
And you're not allowed to do that.
Fuck no. You just show up and they go.
And you got to figure it out.
You got to figure it out. They'll give you like kind of like a talk right when you get there, and that's it.
Because that's real life.
Because that's how it fucking works. Like, what you're going to show up and to fight an army, and like the army's like, come here, let's see our base. This is the hallway that leads to where the leadership is. You know, like, no. You just fucking show up and do your fucking job and smoke niggas till you get to the finish line.
Hence why live, die, repeat.
That's basically
that was what I was talking about like long ago.
Yeah,
the reason that she was so badass
it's because she's able to do it 1,000 fucking times.
Yeah, she did it so many times. She kept dying over and over and over again, and looked like a badass to us because we didn't realize that she was dying 1,000 times,
a billion times. Yeah, so she looks boss as fuck. But that's basically what they were doing. They were allowed commodities. Obviously, they were allowed showers, which I fucking agree with because that's a health thing. Okay. It's like having a dude out there with a broken leg.
There's no showers in the field. There's no showers on the fucking cliff sides of fucking Afghanistan. No.
I mean, you could like bathe in goat's piss, I guess. Like that's fun. Not that I've done that.
There's no.
I'm kind of retarded.
I like goat's piss. Well, so like I was saying, they're injecting these social programs. Like, so when I was in the National Guard after I got out of active duty, and I was doing cadre, so what that means, like I was in like an instructor position for a lot of these new guys coming in and some of the other guys. And then so basically every fucking month I would go into, we always had to do some fucking sexual harassment training and fucking don't rape people classes and don't kill yourself classes, not death by PowerPoint, nonstop horse shit, 24/7 hours a fucking day. And like it just ruins the whole experience of being in the fucking army.
Yeah, because it's you're
number one, we're a unit full of dudes, so we don't need to have the don't rape people classes.
Like we get it. We have morals.
Like the thing is nobody has ever stopped raping people because they were like, oh fuck, you're not supposed to rape people. Wow.
The land of make-believe.
Yeah, like if we spend millions of dollars on this promotion thing that says like, hey guys, you really shouldn't rape.
You know what? And you know what else you shouldn't do? Meth or murder.
Yeah.
They should probably tell Nathan Phillips that.
Yeah.
The meth part, anyway.
Nathan Phillips?
That was the Native American guy from fucking the MAGA kids.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome.
I served in Vietnam.
I was a Green Beret. As in, I bought one at my local flea market.
What would Jesse Ventura say to him?
Jesse. Oh, man. This guy's not a Navy SEAL. I know. Now I'm like switching into Dan Shipley again.
Oh, Shipley's the one that
Don,
really calls...
he's the one that calls him out.
He's the one that calls him out.
This guy's not a Navy SEAL. He's full of shit. Fucking pieces. His fucking pipe-hitting motherfucker. But you got to watch video. Like, they're all taken down now. But because of YouTube doesn't want... I don't know why his shit got taken down. He was just Don Shipley.
Really?
Yeah.
I watched like a bunch of his shows.
They're gone. His channel got taken down after that Nathan Phillips thing. Go fucking figure that shit out. He didn't harass him, didn't he? Just pulled up his military record and said, here it is.
Wow.
And it's not like he divulged private information like his address or anything. That stuff's public record. That's how you can get access to those.
So you got rid of the guy that was calling out everybody's fucking horse shit?
Nobody had a problem.
For you.
Yeah, nobody had a problem with Don Shipley until...
Which one is that?
Which one? Oh, good for you?
Yeah.
It's gone.
Oh, no.
I got rid of it.
Oh, good for you. I'll do it myself.
What are you, retarded?
But yeah, like they're having a real big problem in the military with the combat MOSs, or for anybody, MOS is military occupation or specialty. It's your job. Mm-hmm. So for combat MOSs, they're just leaving. They're all fucking leaving. We're like, this is fucking gay.
Yeah.
This is fucking
Gay.
they're fucking out of here, man. So like they don't want to deal with that shit anymore. And they're wondering, like, so we got to offer money to, like, I've never heard of the infantry offering $40,000 for sign-up bonuses, because the infantry is when you think army, you think infantry.
Yeah.
People who typically join the army, even though the infantry is only 10% of the army. But people who join infantry are the people that want to be there, want to fight. This is what they do. You know, it just blows my fucking mind that now they have to offer $40,000 to get people in their fucking gender studies infantry school.
My buddy dipped out of the Air Force because he thought Hillary was about to win.
Really? That's why he got out?
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, because what wound up happening is that they had a really good thing going, and their I don't know what they fucking call their leader guy, whoever was in command, was
Of the Air Force?
Yeah, she was a black
Lesbians.
You are a lesbian.
Nice.
Yeah, she was a black lesbian, and she, like, the way she ruled all these, you know, cis males, if you want to call them that.
She did it with like a lot of resentment.
Yeah, she had a lot of resentment, and like gave them all these rules, and was telling them, you know, you have to be in at this time, and you got to do this, and you got to, you know, wear your uniform the proper way. And they're like, nigga, we've been here for a minute. Like, we've been doing this shit for like 6-8 years.
We know how to do our job.
We know how to do our job. We don't need you to be micromanaging us. But that's the problem that we have in media and just seen socially with females that are strong, quote unquote, I'm putting the quote up fingers. They have to be bitchy ass cunts.
Because that's a really good point. Because like the idea of a strong woman is all the shitty qualities of a bad dude.
Exactly.
Which is fucking like, if you want to be like dudes, that's fine. But take the good qualities of men. Take the protection aspect. Take the responsibility, the providing aspect. Take the masculinity. Don't take being a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And like, meanwhile, they go, oh, you're just saying that you call me bossy, you call me this and that. But when a dude does it, he's called assertive. Like, no, he's called a fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
Okay, we know dudes like that too. They're pieces of shit, just like your fucking cunt ass is.
Real quick, this just popped up in my head.
What?
Did you see the newest Toy Story movie?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Oh, I heard Bo Peep's a fucking, fucking
Lesbians.
You are a lesbian.
Indeed. So I had movie passes, so I didn't have to pay for it. Those movie passes were for The Last Jedi that I walked out of.
Fair enough, yeah.
Because Rain Johnson doesn't know how to direct a fucking movie.
Old boxhead.
So went to go see it. I hope for the best. I was really happy with. I don't know. Are you a fan of Toy Story?
Yeah, the especially the first two. The third one, I wasn't a big fan of the third one.
Really?
Yeah, it was fine. I'm not saying it was bad.
Yeah.
But I just really like the first two better. Especially the first one.
To me, the third one was really sad. I thought it was.
It was very sad.
But it was a good wrap up.
I thought they should have ended it there.
Right. But I found out later on that they signed a 5 movie deal, like way back when, back in like 97.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 5 more additional movies. I was like, what?
Back in 97, I forgot, whenever the first one came out, they signed
1995.
Yeah. Okay. So a 5 movie deal. I didn't realize that. So they did 1, 2, and then they did the Halloween special.
That counts as one?
I believe so.
I watched that. It wasn't bad.
Fucking hope so. Then they did the third one, you know, what they call it Toy Story 3. And then now we have this one. And this one was so much propaganda, and it seemed messy. If it came out on Netflix or something like that, where you didn't really have to pay full price to go see it in a fucking theater, I would have been okay with it, because it was really memorable?
Non-memorable.
Memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see me rememberable.
I'm kind of retarded.
So, just from the get-go, dude, you just saw that Bo Peep put herself in. And fuck you if you haven't seen it yet. Who gives a shit? It's not that good of a movie.
You spoiled Toy Story for me.
Gay.
So at the beginning, she's in a box. She's about to get fucking taken away because some dude bought her off of Craigslist or whatever. And Woody's like, I could take you out of the box. And she's like, no, you know, obviously they don't want me, so I'm just gonna go leave. You know. So then she dips out, and then it says like 7 years later. So then 7 years later, now Woody's getting bossed around by the new girl's little like doll thing. And it's a female character, and she's telling Woody, shut the fuck up. I run this shit. Sit in the fucking closet. I don't care about her. The little girl that we're supposed to be like taking care of is going to school now. Like, just shut the fuck up. I don't care about Andy. Like, she's just a cunt.
The new female Andy kind of thing. Yeah.
She's just, but this, I don't, or she's like a fucking stuffed animal thing. She's a bitch. And then the Gabby, she's like the antagonist in the movie. She is psychotic and wants to murder all the other toys for Woody's sound box in his fucking back.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Because straight from the factory, she was defective, and then she felt like the only reason that no girl or has ever wanted to play with her is because her sound box was defective. Much like any girl nowadays, they're like, oh, if I get a nose job, if I get a tit job, if I get my ass done, you know, then a guy will find me and he'll really appreciate me.
So it's an allegory on like fucking low self-esteem.
Exactly. That's how I saw it.
Yeah.
So she's like a fucking psychopath, but in the end of the movie, Woody is still trying to help her out. And then there's this transsexual character called Forky that the little girl fucking
I saw the
makes.
Forky, little trash, the toy.
Yeah, and I would say there was like a montage for like 15 minutes of this Forks just trying to go into the trash. He just wants to be fucking trash. He doesn't want to be a fucking toy. And Woody's constantly trying to save him, and they just beat it with a fucking stick. And then when you find Bo Peep, and now she's some fucking...
She's wearing a pantsuit.
Yeah.
Lesbians! You are a lesbian.
She's hanging out with all these other dykes, and they're all fucking riding around in a skunk lesbian mobile. And she's... And what... Just real quick, I'm going to wrap this up. What was really... Like, what they were pretty much basing it off of was she's just like, you know what? I don't need a kid. Because you see all these kids over here in this playground. If I want to be played with, I just go over there and I have these kids play with me. And then I go over and I have these kids play with me. So instead of having a relationship with a monogamous relationship with a particular person,
Just be a whore.
Just be a whore.
What are you, retarded?
Dude, like
Just be a slut.
to be a slut. Beta slut.
But that's what that to me, that's what that movie was pretty much putting out there was, if you're going to be a strong female character. Oh, and Bo Peep, every time she was in a scene with Woody or whatever, she kept putting her hand, and I know you can't see if you're listening to this, she would put her hand out, palm up, for Woody to put his hand on top, like, so she's leading the way. They did that like 15 times.
And it was made to be deliberate.
It was demasculating, or I believe that's how you say it, multiple times.
Why not just have your hand sideways like everybody does?
She kept doing that, like, follow me. Like, come with me. Like, come. Oh, or when she walks into this club that they have inside this pinball machine, they're like, oh, Bo, who's with you? Is this your boyfriend? And then she's like, no, that's my accessory. Like, right off and I'm like, that's gross.
You're welcome, bitch.
It's fucking stupid. Like, how are these chicks today and these feminists today not just all walking around in a cast around their arm from all the patting on the fucking back that they do to themselves?
It's just...
You're fucking nobodies. You're fucking nothing. Your fucking attitude is bad, and you're not brave. You're not fucking anything. You're just another fucking idiot that listens to dumb shit on fucking CNN and your fucking Huffington Post and faggot websites, and you think, that's right, I am a powerful woman. I can do this, I can do that. Look how special I am. And the moment adversity comes your way, you're going to twist that fucking crew cut into little pigtails and run to a man.
What are you, retarded?
Fucking dumb bitch.
But yeah, just there needs to be like another movement that shows like what it takes to be a real woman, to be nurturing, to be loving, to be understanding. My friend was telling me, fuck, I wish I could remember what she said, being that she's a female as well. She said,
is she?
Yeah, she is.
She, being that she's a female as well, happens to be.
But she's she's not this.
She's not an ideologue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she pretty much was just saying, like, a strong woman is just someone that stands, like, that fucking song, was it Dolly Parton? Stand by your man?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just stand by your man. Like, be
a writer.
Yeah. Be nurturing, be loving, be understanding, be the person that he goes to. That is what men want. That turns men on. Not someone that tells them what to fucking do and then ridicules them every fucking step of the way and questions every fucking... I mean, women are going to do that regardless. They're going to question the moves that the man makes because they just don't fucking get like a person being logical because they're not dealing with their fucking feelings. But just calm the fuck down. Like, you don't have any power. You don't have power.
Neither
it doesn't
do
matter
dudes
about
at the same
money.
time, but they have an idea in the head that like we control everything.
It's just what the media fucking portrays.
Speaking of which,
yes.
So we're talking about bitches and their dumb shit.
Yes.
Okay. Mac, me.
Me? You?
Me, Mac.
Are you sure?
Mac and me.
Yeah.
I got back onto the feminist pages. It's a fucking miracle.
Did you have the surgery?
That's how I know your shit looks like spaghetti, because that's how mine looks. But so I got back onto the feminist pages on a Facebook profile.
All right.
And I'm only using it for surveillance. I'm not commenting. I'm not. It's just for surveillance. Because I was like, dude, because the other day I got like you posted this a year ago memory thing. So I got blacklisted from feminism pages on Facebook a year ago. And I was like, fuck, what have they been up to? I need to know. So I made this fucking profile.
Okay.
And I'm on there. And I went through just flipping, and the page I went on, and one of the main culprits that I got not fired from, but blacked from, it's called Feminist News on Facebook. Yeah. I advise you to go join this page, and just, if you don't believe me that feminists are out of their fucking mind, go witness it yourself. Don't listen to me. So try to prove me wrong. Call me a fucking.
And that's why you want to keep an eye on them.
That's why I want to keep an eye on them. I'm like, call me a misogynist psycho and say that I'm wrong. Go on that fucking page and see for yourself.
You wanted to keep a Dan Crenshaw one eye on him.
Exactly. Fucking. But dude, this is so I pulled up, I just like scrolled through their page. I didn't even go a month back. This is just a few weeks.
All right.
And this is some of the things I saw. This one right here. When a child draws this, it's telling us the child felt like he or she was in jail, a pediatrician says. Migrant children were asked to depict their time in U.S. custody. Here are the disturbing images they drew. So it's like a drawing of a bunch of kids in the fucking cages and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like I went onto the comment section, and people were like, they're torturing these kids. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like the kids probably feel like they're in jail because they're in jail.
Yeah. You illegally went into a place that you don't belong in because you don't have the proper paperwork. So you're going to go to a place that's like jail. Wow.
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 Wow. And they're making them drink out of a toilet.
Wow. The land of make-believe.
I love that sound clip. I love it. That kid is the shit. And a couple other ones like saying like teach girls it's okay not to want kids, which I agree with this one. This one says teach girls it's okay not to want kids, that they could be functional people without being a mother, that waiting until they're 30 isn't too old. No one says that is. Teach girls that they don't have to sell their youth because motherhood isn't for everyone, and we need to stop acting like it is. But the thing is I agree with that for two reasons. Number one, nobody says 30 is too old to have kids.
It's not.
I think that's when you should start having kids.
Yeah. I think it's a little gross, especially when I hear these younger girls and they're 22, 23 or whatever, and they're just like, if I don't have a kid by 29, like something's fucking wrong, blah, 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 blah. It's like, why do you guys have to have these plans? Like, you have to have a plan.
Yeah. You think you're schemers.
Yeah, they're schemers.
You're scheming on
just
babies.
let it fucking happen, man.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Like,
just be nurturing. Don't be a cunt.
That's really hard for some of them to do.
Is it?
Yeah. It's hard. It's in their DNA. But the second reason I agree with this is because I don't want these fucking idiots procreating.
True.
These are the women that back this kind of shit. Like, that's right. I'm not going to have kids. I'm like, good. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. It was like we were talking about with the chick from Who's the Boss?
Oh, Alyssa Milano. When she was saying the sex strike.
I'm holding off on sex.
Good.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I don't have a good for you button, but I do have a...
You're welcome, bitch.
Oh, good for you.
But I totally agree with that one. Let's see. This is another one. White men on stage. We all need to come together as a nation and work with Republicans to get things done. Elizabeth Warren. I will bathe in the blood of Mitch McConnell and use his skull as a pint glass. # Dem debate. They are out of their fucking minds. So that was one cool part about going back to the feminist page. I already saw who all these feminists are fucking gearing up for their presidential nominee. And they all picked Elizabeth Warren. They fucking... I went
that
on
old black bitch?
No. Elizabeth Warren is the chick who claimed she was a Native American and she fucking wasn't.
Oh, Pocahontas.
Oh, yeah, Pocahontas is what everybody... I like
Pocahontas?
I like Pocahontas because it's fake Pocahontas. But, so they
she
were
looks
there...
like a nasty old principal I used to have in
And she's a fucking
school.
moron.
Yes.
She does look like an elementary school fucking principal, doesn't she? Oh, ew.
She could barely run PTA, but hey... Let's vote her in for president.
She's old. Dude, she's retarded. She keeps just stepping on rakes as she walks along this fucking... She's just stepping on rakes all the way to the fucking podium.
That goes back to what I was saying, like, oh, she's old, so she must be wise. No, she's just an old, retarded person.
I'll tell you, exactly. But like, so I was on their feminist pages, and they're all just bashing the shit out of Joe Biden, and they're actually going after Kamala Harris, which which is strange because she lives at that border of intersectionality because she's black and a woman. So theoretically, you would believe that they would go for her, but no, they hate her. They hate Joe Biden. They hate everybody.
Kamala Harris is black and slow.
Yeah, she's so I'm black and slow, and she's probably
Lesbians. You are a lesbian.
so. What some other things that I noticed was, so they've only backed Elizabeth Warren. They're bashing all the other candidates. And the only real hope for the Democrats right now is Tulsi Gabbard and Andrew Yang. Those are the only two candidates that appeal to moderates.
I'm not going to lie. I don't know who the fuck those people are.
So imagine a Democrat on stage that's not out of their fucking mind. That's basically it.
Okay.
Every single one of those Democratic nominees, like the main ones, all raised their hand for free health care to illegal aliens. That is not a fucking winning issue with anybody.
Was that the fucking Super Friends show that they had with the crowd and everything? I don't know what it was. It had something to do with the Democrats.
You talking about the debate?
Yeah.
Where they were all on the podiums?
Yeah, there was like 20 of them on the fucking stage.
Yeah, well, I think there's like 24 or 26 official like nominees, like actual like people who could, gather primary votes.
Yeah.
But those are the only ones that are going. But they're really like the only two people that are going to be eligible for winning the general election really are Tulsi Gabbard and Andrew Yang, because they're the only two that appeal to moderates. So far, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Elizabeth Warren, Pete Buttigieg, fucking all the other fucking faggots up there, Cory Booker, fucking all those fucking nimrods are all just appealing to this fucking sliver of fringe leftists that believe in no borders, fucking healthcare for all, fuck white guys, fucking all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
That's it. And like, you're not going to win. You're not going to win. People are done with your shit.
Yeah.
They're done with it.
Can we do the border thing?
What about it?
We kind of passed on that.
What about the border?
About how like the border fucking works.
Oh, the border wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
what you're talking about the fringe, like CBS and MSNBC, what they portray the border actually being.
Oh yeah, no, they're all. It's like when they showed the picture of that dude and his daughter drowned in the river. Okay. Did you see that?
Oh no.
Oh, dude, CNN, CBS, you name it. They all went fucking nuts because they released a photo. CPB released a photograph of this father and his like 11-year-old daughter who drowned in the river trying to get into America.
Why didn't they help him?
They were already dead. They were already dead. Like they washed up onto the shore. So, and everybody blamed Donald Trump for this. I'm like, how about you blame that fucking dude for taking his daughter into the river, assholes?
No, I blame the dude's father for not teaching him how to swim, and then him not teaching his daughter how to swim. It's like, you're Mexican. You have to learn how to swim if you're trying to get over here.
That's why they call you wetbacks.
Yeah. Exactly.
For crossing the river.
You fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
That is called, what is, fuck it. I don't know.
What?
He just got X-nayed.
X-nayed?
It's, what is it called? Fucking.
Deported?
No, evolution. It's called evolution because if you're a Mexican, you got to be able to swim if you're going to try going across the border.
Well, in particular areas,
frogs jump, cheetahs run,
Mexican swim.
Objection! Extremely racist.
Not overruled or sustained. It's one of those wobble lines. It's fence line.
Mm-hmm.
It's racist.
Yeah, but the walls work to an extent. So real quick, the government pretty much said like, oh, we can't build a certain part of wall because it's going to cost billions of dollars.
Yeah.
I don't know why Arnold Schwarzenegger's in there again. But yeah, it's going to cost billions of dollars. We can't build this wall. And then like all the construction people are like, no, we could do it for like maybe $1 million and it'll work fine. No, there's a big hill. And they're like, no, we could make the wall up the hill. So this construction company that tried getting the job from the government and said that they could do it for like pennies on the fucking dollar, were like, we could build this shit. So they asked a bunch of moguls that were in Texas. They said, hey, would you guys like a wall? And they said, absolutely. So they gave them a bunch of money. They built this shit in 2 days, knocked it the fuck out. And it has a concrete fucking road on our side so that Border Patrol can drive up and down it. Uh-huh. And they just showed, it's pretty much the Democrats were shitting on it the entire time. That's why it didn't get approved. And they're showing like, hey, look, we did it for pennies on the fucking dollar. We went up this big fucking hill. It wasn't a big deal. Then you look at the CBS side, MSNBC side, and they're like, oh, well, the wall, it's really not working, and people are getting over it anyways, so why are we spending all this time on the fucking wall?
Why lock your front door if they could just break a window?
Yeah, just
stupid.
What are you doing? Why do we even have doors? We should just have beads.
Exactly. You should let everybody sleep in your bed.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they were saying like, oh, look, even these Mexicans, they left their water bottles on the ground. Guess what those water bottles were filled with? They weren't normal water bottles. These are black jugs.
Black
Jugs.
I don't know.
So you ever seen like a chlorine bottle or a bleach bottle?
Oh, like the gallon handles. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're black. And you know what primarily goes in those black jugs?
Typically drugs.
Fentanyl.
Oh.
So CBS is saying, oh, look, they left their fucking water bottles because they're so desperate to get over the wall.
They're thirsty for fentanyl.
And it's like, no, that's the cartels pushing fentanyl over the fucking wall. And CBS is reporting it as fucking water bottles. That's fentanyl, nigga.
And
you
think
know
about
what that shit is?
A gallon of fentanyl, that one jug could kill millions of people.
Millions.
Millions of people. You just saw a million fucking death toll drug bust.
Millions of billions of dollars.
Bernie Sanders, I'm here to tell Mike Granado he should have voted for me, and that dumb fucking idiot fell for it.
I'm kind of retarded.
I was retarded back then.
I'm still blown away that you got caught in that.
Dude, because it was like right at the beginning of me looking into politics.
And he sounded good or
and
something?
it sounded good. And because there were so much young people that were rooting for him. And that's the problem. Those people don't do research. They don't look into what's
They read
going
headlines
on.
and that's it.
Yeah, and they don't look into what happens when socialism takes over a country, much like Venezuela.
Spoiler alert, everybody starves and they die.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of how it works
It
everywhere.
costs 9,000 Venezuelan dollars. I don't know what their fucking rubles or whatever the fuck they use, but it costs 9,000 Venezuelan dollars to get a hot dog and a Coke.
Yeah. Did you see like their streets are just littered with money? It's just everywhere. Like the pictures when during the Venezuelan, like when they were trying to revolt and the government immediately shot them down and actually ran over people with armored personnel carriers, killed them.
shit.
Oh yeah. There was just streets. Oh, they threw their money away. Like this is fucking worthless. They just threw it out. It was all over the street. All this purple and green garbage money that's worth nothing.
Yeah.
You know, and fucking
And the quote unquote government is still, they're feeding them gasoline. They're feeding it to them so that they can keep working, keep moving, they're still pumping money into the system and they give it out for free. Like if you don't have money, like you can give the fucking gas attendant cookies or whatever, or not even pay for it at all. And you still get to fill up your fucking car or your motorcycle or your scooter and move on. That the government is providing. So, cause they have, I think 2 major or 3 major refineries.
it's one of the highest oil producing countries in the world. Yeah.
So in the area that we live in,
Sounds like that place could use some freedom.
We have 3 major refineries.
Yeah.
Right here within an hour from all. I'm talking about Chevron, Shell, and Tesoro.
There's multiple Chevrons.
So they're right here, but they're major refineries. But yet, I just filled up my 1989 Chevy Silverado single cab 5.7, and it cost me $83 fucking dollars to fill that bitch up.
Our gas just went up. Was it July 1st?
I feel it, dog.
49 cents or
I
something.
feel it.
Yeah.
But
meanwhile,
why?
my buddies in other states are paying less than $2 a gallon right now.
Why?
Because California. It's almost socialist
The
here.
titty is right there. So why are we paying so much for the milk?
Because
Because
between us and the titty, there's fucking 100 Democrats in the way.
But you know what?
And they're all and they're all getting their titties.
No, but all it comes down to is they're like, well, you guys keep fucking buying it.
It's true.
You keep buying it. We raise the price and y'all keep buying it.
If everybody just decided for one day,
dog, that is what I am saying.
One day, just everybody go, nobody buy gas for one day.
Yes.
The oil companies, not even the oil companies, fucking Democrats, because that's where they get a lot of their taxes from. They will get fucked by one day.
If we just say, hey, don't buy gas on Monday, fill up on Sunday, don't buy gas on Monday, that will be a swift kick in the fucking nuts to them.
How about this?
Yeah.
As a weird little protest. Me and you take our cars down to a federal building. We just siphon the gas right into our cars. I think that's fair. They want to fuck me on gas prices all the time. I should be able to steal the gas out of their fucking cars.
They're like, who are these 2 dipshits?
Oh.
Justice for all.
Well, there's a podcast. Like 8 people listen to it. You're going to fucking love it. Faggots.
We have 43 subscribers.
By the way.
I'm kind of retarded.
So that was my little rant on that.
That's totally fine. I agree with that. And then like, this is Democrat horseshit here in California. It's out of fucking control.
It is out of control.
It's
Why
out of
don't we
control.
have a Dan fucking Crenshaw? Do I have to go get an eye patch?
I am your Dan Crenshaw.
I need to get an eye patch.
I need a dick patch. I'm going to put a patch over one of my balls.
Oh, man, I wish we had a Dan Crenshaw, because I feel like he would fix shit around here.
We had a chance. What was his name? Travis Scott? Or wait, no, that's a rapper. Travis Allen, or whatever his name was. It was a Republican nominee for governor running against Gavin Newsom. Oh, man, he fucking humiliated Gavin Newsom during a debate.
That's the thing. I don't even know who that motherfucker is.
No, because the news didn't cover him because it was bad. But he fucking looked at Gavin Newsom in the face. He's like, and Gavin Newsom did the speech about, you can trust me. I put a lot of hair gel in my hair, and he goes,
sneaky little snack.
And meanwhile, fucking the Republican candidate looked over him. He goes, yeah, well, your best friend trusted you with his wife, and look how that turned out.
Oh, got him.
And it got him hard. And he goes, I made some mistakes. He fucked his best friend's wife.
Well, I don't. What's the problem with that?
Oh yeah, totally normal. Cuck, beta male.
Well, in a socialism society, everybody shares.
Yeah, share pussy.
Yeah, but no, we definitely need somebody that's gonna fix this shit over here. We need a real fucking one-eyed fucking mechanic that's gonna fix this shit.
Dan Crenshaw for president. If he runs for president, I'm 100% backing him.
What? To switch what's going on. What the fuck is with this Antifa? Like,
holy shit. Okay.
So I don't really like. To me, they're the guys that play fucking computer games.
LARPers
that don't get pussy.
No.
That
it
their
seems
mommies coddle them too much. They didn't even get the fucking participation fucking trophies.
Nope.
And they put on their little masks and they put on their fucking armor because they think they're badass, and then they just stand in the way and act like fucking assholes. So I don't really know much about.
So I've been following them
shit
since their inception, and really when they came to light was during. Remember Milo Yiannopoulos? He's the gay guy. Yeah. So really, that's when the overall spotlight started shining down on Antifa, and what they are anti-fascists in name only. They're called anti-fascists. Everything they've done is a fucking hardcore patented symptom of fucking fascism.
To me, if
anybody who disagrees with me is getting physically harmed and getting threatened, getting doxxed, and getting fucking. You're in danger.
So what's the difference? I mean, if you have to give yourself a fucking name of your group and you're doing shit like that, like what separates you from like being a fucking a
terrorist,
like a Nazi,
a Nazi?
Well,
the thing is like anybody right of Karl fucking Marx is automatically a Nazi in their eyes. Okay. They don't believe in borders. They just imagine all the worst fucking ideas on the planet. That's
they
what
live with their moms.
Yeah. Well, you look at them and they're all these scrawny fucking overprivileged white kids. They're not poor white kids. They're all from middle to upper middle class fucking white families. They fucking dress in black and they join their friends and they LARP. They live action role play. You know why? They've never been met. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because they've never been met with real violence before in their life. And I'm telling you right now, it's coming their way really fucking soon. Mark my words on this fucking podcast. Okay. We're going to see Antifa bodies in the street pretty soon. Yeah. Because they attacked if in case anybody doesn't know, in Portland is kind of a hub of Antifa because number one, the mainstream media has been
soft up there.
Yeah.
I know a few faggots that live up there.
Yeah, they're all faggots. Gay. But like but the thing is Antifa has been protected or at least reluctantly criticized by the mainstream media the whole time. Yeah. Because these are the psychos that they believe are fighting the right-wing psychos. But the problem is they're not fighting right-wing psychos. No. Antifa showed up to one white supremacist fucking rally and there wasn't even any white supremacists there. They didn't come. Because guess what? Everybody wants to talk about white supremacists this, white supremacists that. The fucking anytime you've ever seen a white supremacist thing, there's like 10 of them. Mm-hmm. That's it. You see Charlottesville, that was one giant thing where everybody flew around the country and there was a couple hundred people there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's not an epidemic.
It's not a problem.
And but Antifa has been running the streets, assaulting people left and right, and they attack their own people when their mask falls down because they don't know who's who. They're fucking pieces of shit, but like they think that you could just hit somebody and that's gonna be the end of it. Like that guy's not coming back. He is coming back. And he's coming back with a fucking gun, idiot.
Yeah.
And guess what? If you want a left versus right fight, you're gonna lose 10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Because the left may be more violent in ways of frequency and irrationality, but the right is way more effective at violence.
Oh yeah.
Like when the right gets violent, people die.
Yeah.
But the left just stays violent, and the right has been holding off for a long time. The only thing people can name is that Charlottesville fucking thing where the
They
guy
keep
drove his car.
bringing that shit up.
But the thing is,
bro,
what
that's
nobody wants to mention
fucking-
is like that guy didn't come there with a weapon.
Yeah.
He didn't come there to hurt anybody. He was there being a racist piece of shit during his racist piece of shit rally. Antifa showed up. The police made the white supremacists walk through Antifa on their way out. And so they got assaulted. The guy is fucking fuming mad, gets in his car, drives it into the crowd like a psycho. And he kills one girl. Yeah, I'm very sorry for that girl's family, but don't act like that dude showed up to do that.
So that right there, that just shows me we're lacking. I don't. I say morals. I have to come up with a better fucking word, but we're lacking something.
We're lacking perspective. We're lacking realism. We're lacking fucking reality. It's all
The
land of make-believe.
Yeah, dude. It's just when you see a group of fucking artards showing up with masks and shields and little batons, and our police department needs to say, "No, get the fuck out of here."
Well,
like, what the fuck are you fags doing?
Well, the thing is so the mayor of Portland, he's in deep shit right now.
Good.
Because, number one, he's basically fully sanctioned all of Antifa, but he's also, at the same time, the police chief. And a lot of people...
What?
Yes.
What?
He's also
He's the police chief
He's
too?
the chief of police, and he's the mayor.
Wow.
So a lot of people were saying the police that were there, they were like, what the fuck are they doing? They watched all these crazy assaults. So at that Portland one, you had the journalist, a gay Asian journalist named Andy No, who was assaulted, robbed, and beaten, so he got a brain hemorrhage. And then you had an old white guy who just said he didn't agree with somebody allegedly, and then they smacked him in the head with a crowbar and split his head open.
Jeez.
And and you see the pictures of the kids. They have the suspects' pictures. They're all these scrawny little bitches that I could stomp with one hand.
Fuck, man.
And fucking, I'm like, and I know, and you know me, and you've met some of my veteran buddies. I am easily one of the most level-headed, calm veterans out of all my buddies. And if I'm getting fucking fired up over this, I know they're out of their fucking minds right now. And honestly, it makes me afraid for some of those Antifa people. Because these veterans that I'm talking to, these aren't hard right-wingers. These aren't fucking white supremacists. They aren't Nazis. They're just dudes who are patriotic and they fucking love their country. And they see what's happening. And they see that the police chief is ordering his officers to stand down and not fucking protect people.
What?
And, oh yeah. They don't jump in until after the fight.
Fuck.
They fucking wait there. And they allow the groups to mingle. Like, if you know that you have Antifa here and Proud Boys or whatever the fuck faggot right group is there, and you know that they're there and you know they're going to fight if they get near each other, how about you set some fucking guidelines about, okay, if you see anybody who looks like this, send them over there. You see anybody who looks like that, you send them over there. Keep them separate. Nope, they want them to mingle. They want the right dudes to get beat up so they don't come back.
Okay.
Is what they want. Because Portland is obviously some fucking gay-ass faggot town. Oh,
He just
I bust my teeth off the fucking table. But like I said, if I know I'm getting this fucking fired up about it and I'm getting mad, I'm not saying I'm loading my guns or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because until they're in my fucking neighborhood, but if they're in my neighborhood,
Yeah.
I would be loaded in my house for damn sure. If they came near my house, I would fucking start shooting through windows and doors.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking with these little
No.
faggots
Fuck
and their
that,
gay
dude.
LARPing fucking black fucking mask shit, thinking you're hard. You want to see how hard you can fucking be? I'll turn you into jelly, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm done with these fucking idiots. And now, only now that they attacked a journalist, it took that. Meanwhile,
You said that they were trying to dust
They-
under the rug, too.
a lot of them defended Antifa, trying to say that Andy No was like a right-wing fucking Nazi. That's the first articles that came out, like, oh no, he's a conservative. Like,
Fuck.
meanwhile, then it came out that he's a tiny little gay Asian reporter who's center left. And then now CNN goes, we can't ignore this assault on journalism. You want to claim that Donald Trump is fucking bad for journalism or attacking the press because he said Mr. Costa fucking CNN, get the fuck out of my press room, send somebody else CNN. That's an attack on the press. But meanwhile, this gay little Asian guy gets his fucking ass beat and sent to the hospital with brain hemorrhage. And guess what? He had it coming. Sounds like the rape thing. Oh, she shouldn't have worn that. She was asking for it.
Yeah.
Fuck your mother.
Yeah, they make up their own fucking rules.
You're welcome, bitch.
I just pressed the button. I'm mad.
Fuck, man.
It's fucking out of this. It's incomprehensible. I can't fathom the fucking process that they go through. And the thing is the left totally sanctions. Well, not all the left, obviously. When I say the left, I mean the fringes. I don't mean Democrats or just, liberals in general. Because to say that there aren't a lot of good liberals is just dishonest. There are a lot of really good people who are liberal. But the left, fuck, I wish there was a virus that just fucking went through all their brains and just put them down. And on the fringe right. Fuck those motherfuckers too.
Yeah.
But the thing is the right calls out their fucking fringe. When we see white supremacists show up, we're like, get the fuck out of here. You guys are out of your fucking minds.
Yeah. There's
the
a
left
problem
just the left just like lets Antifa go to the
See,
front.
that's so the lack of morals, lack of understanding, and they bring it in. They let it happen. They let it spread instead of going like, wait. What
Take it easy.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
like
fuck off.
No, we're not gonna go there with fucking masks and blacked out sunglasses and fucking shields and shivs and fucking guns and shit. No, we're gonna have a fucking conversation. Like if you want to protest, but don't be fucking running into people. Don't be blocking people off. Don't be hitting them with fucking pepper spray. Don't be fucking
Bike locks, crowbars,
antagonizing them. Like you're acting like a fucking faggot.
Yep.
Stop. And I go ahead.
Retarded?
Yeah. Like I mean, and if anybody on I guess the right would show any type of force by like socking one of those little soy boys in the fucking mouth.
Oh, they have. They're called the Proud Boys.
I don't like the labeling of them. But
Well,
I guess
the Proud Boys, what it is a mirror. They basically because Antifa was already attacking people who were conservative, so they decided to make a group going, okay, we're going to be there too, and if we see you attack people, we're going to come after you.
Yeah.
So what they are, and everybody goes, well, everybody wants to portray the Proud Boys as this domestic terrorism group. Proud Boys don't do fucking dick. They just fucking hold events with Patriot Prayer and all these like very peaceful fucking conservative groups.
Okay.
And if Antifa shows up to fuck with them, which they do often, Proud Boys are there to fuck them up. And every time they get in a fight with the Proud Boys, you always see footage of a Proud Boy just knocking them out.
Where are the Hell's Angels at?
Hell, they don't give a fuck. They're too busy selling meth and guns. They don't have time to be fucking dealing with
I would love to see some fucking Hell's Angels show up to like an Antifa fucking event.
Oh my God. Just all cranked out, just like a walk through the car.
You know, the
fucking
Antifa
bearing his way through that fucking place. That'd be fucking awesome.
You hear some Antifa like little like fucking 100-pound fucking little queer with a fucking bandana around his face.
Some faggot named Dylan.
And some biker dude fucking walks up to him, just smells like I said,
just beer, meth, and pussy.
Yeah, feet dipped in belly button, and looking at him with his fucking crusty beard, like, "Hey, what you doing, boy?
You ever been fucked?
Yeah,
like you ever had your shit pushed in, boy? I just got off the road. My legs are still tingling."
But yeah, so the Antifa thing,
But like I said, the main crux
Cringy.
of this whole topic is, mark my words, if I'm getting upset, then I know a lot of fucking really crazy people are way upset.
See, that's
And
something
it's-
I'd actually be interested in.
Yeah, that's fucking. It's gonna be bad.
Not
it's gonna be
fucking
bad. There's gonna be
Alex
bodies
Cortez lying about shit.
Fuck her. She's a fucking loser.
I want to see some Antifa kids get fucking picked off.
It's just like, it feels like dessert going down. Just feels good inside. But it sucks because I don't want to feel that way about fellow Americans. I don't want to sit there and be like, I wish
No,
these
but they
motherfuckers would just get their fucking asses beat. But I feel that way about the fucking, the skinheads and shit. Like, fuck you. I hope you get your ass beat. But then when they just show up and do their weird fucking gay faggot racist protest and people attack them, I'm like, just let them do it. Those fucking crazies, like with fucking KKK and fucking skinheads, you need those motherfuckers out where you can see them at all times.
Yeah.
Number one, because if you just let their ideas float in the ether, everybody goes, yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
We're like, normal thinking people aren't subjective to just hearing words.
Yeah.
We process it through our own morals and ethics and we go, nah, that's not good.
Logical people.
Yes. But meanwhile, the left goes, we have to shut it all down because if anybody, they think everybody's a programmable robot like they are. If they just hear the words from CNN, then they know it's true.
Problematic.
But I don't want to wish harm on anybody, but like, fuck, dude, like you're a problem. And you know what? Somebody's going to deal with you and you're not going to like the way you're about to get dealt. I'm positive we're going to see something very, very soon.
Sometimes you got to
CNN just turned on them for once.
Oh, wow.
CNN finally posted an article saying like, we should not ignore this attack on this journalist. Meanwhile, the fucking Chris Cuomo, that faggot, and fucking Don Lemon, who I just found out was gay like today. I didn't even know that dude was gay.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know the black guy who says weird, awful shit. He's gay, apparently. I didn't know that. But they all sat there like, they fight fascism. Really? At the Patriot Prayer where a bunch of conservatives are sitting in a circle praising Jesus? What a problem. What a bunch of animals, murderers, rapists. You're out of your fucking mind, dude. Stop backing these fucking sociopaths. That's it.
They're insane.
It's coming. I'm telling you. And like I said, if I'm fucking this upset, I know people there's probably people in their car with AR-15s on their way there.
Nice.
I really think that. And I hope the fucking mayor gets fired. I hope they bring in some authority figures that actually crack down on these people and stop this so we don't have that fucking... Because if the right wing shows up and blasts those people out of oblivion, which is what would happen, they would kill them.
Oh, yeah.
How do you think that's going to turn out in the news afterwards? Do you think it's going to be the right wing defended itself, the right wing is now violent, blah, blah, blah?
That's the only thing that worries me, is that if they stand up for themselves and they fight for what's right, the media, who's they're owned by a bunch of tiny hats.
Yeah.
So and if you don't know what a tiny hat is, that's a fucking Jew. Just to skip around that.
I just edited out the word heeb. He just said heeb to me. No.
But I mean, that's they like this. They want this. They want the fucking fighting back and forth, because it makes a lot of money.
Still the highest rated news day of all time.
Yeah.
Columbine.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
More than 9/11.
Huh.
That's crazy, huh?
Wow.
It makes you not wonder anymore why they cover fucking mass shootings so much and make people think it's a giant problem when it really isn't.
Makes that money, baby.
Makes money.
Yeah.
The Columbine massacre was the highest rated news day of all time.
But it just sucks, like you're saying, like if the Proud Boys or whatever the fuck you want to call them,
they're fucking assholes too. Anybody who's joining a group is an asshole, by the way.
But if they stand up for themselves and they have to fire back, if they have to defend themselves,
they were created out of defense, whereas Antifa is offensive. And everybody's like, oh, they're the same thing. No, they're not. There's nuance to this. Antifa is an offensive terrorist organization.
Yeah.
Proud Boys are there to defend protests.
But how do you just not...
Proud Boys don't show up to Antifa fucking protests. Antifa shows up to their shit.
But how do you look at that group and just not say, hey, you guys are doing this wrong? Like, if you guys want to fight against fucking Nazis or whatever, which they're not a fucking problem right now,
no, they're not.
That's an old fucking thing to go after.
It's like
the Jews won World War II. Let's fucking move on, guys.
Yeah, nobody's upset with the outcome.
Yeah,
we're all happy the way it turned out. Nobody's like, oh fuck, Germany should have won. God damn, we're bringing it back. No, nobody. Everybody's like, leave those fucking assholes where they were.
Yeah,
fuck them.
Let's move on.
Let's do it.
Well, no, I was saying them move on, but yeah.
Oh,
let's.
So speaking of, like, if anybody wants to believe like the SJWs and feminism and all this stuff, like, oh, they're peaceful people, they just want equality. No, they don't.
Yeah.
No, they don't. Feminism is about man-hating.
You said you had some questions.
Oh, yeah. I'll pull that up. But, like, look at this. Like, this is from that feminist news page. This is from, like, a week ago.
Okay.
Female shark in Seoul Aquarium eat male shark because he kept bumping into her. And the feminist post is like, we all know that feeling. Blah, blah, blah. And they're all like, yeah, fuck that male shark. I'm like, how do you not just... Like, this is clearly just about man-hating. This isn't about equality. You're talking about a shark eating another shark because of their genitals, and you're cheering on one of them. You're a fucking idiot.
Oh, my goodness.
But, like, feminism is about man-hating. If you believe in the equality between sexes, then you're called an egalitarian. If you have to name it after one side, that means, guess what? You're that side. You're that side supremacist is what you are.
That's fucking... That's so childish.
Yeah, they're crazy.
That's so childish.
But all right, so I'll pull up this video.
Yeah.
So how we're gonna close out the show is, since I got back on the feminism pages.
Oh yeah.
I found a video. It's an older video, but it's called 36 Questions Women Have for Men, and by women I mean
lesbians. You are a lesbian.
These are all feminist psychopaths that fucking believe in crazy shit. So hold on, let me set this up and we'll get started.
How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
I don't really fucking think about it. How does it feel to be the same sex as somebody?
That sounds like an Amy G question. And
Why do you hate rom-coms? Or do you just feel like you need to hate
Dudes don't really hate rom-coms. Some of them are good.
Everybody likes Beyonce.
Nobody likes fucking Beyonce.
Why do you make women sit around and talk about men in movies
when y'all easily just sit around and talk about boobs for hours?
Pause.
Why do
I don't talk about boobs for hours.
Have you ever had an extended, don't even think about like a minor, like 30-second conversation. Have you ever had a conversation about tits last a minute?
It depends if we're talking about a particular person or if they got like a boob job. But other than saying like...
But if you're talking about a boob job, you're talking about like surgery and stuff like that. You're not talking about like, dude, you see this girl's tits? Let me tell you about all these girls' tits I've seen lately.
Yeah.
This is what they think men are. And they're just...
They're lost.
They're all fucking...
Yeah.
They're fucking out of their minds.
you automatically assume that you won't like TV or movies that star a female lead?
Why are you surprised when women are funny?
I'm probably funnier than you.
You're not.
Most of these women are not attractive.
But we're obsessed with you when we hook up.
9 times out of 10, I just want you to leave too. I'm busy. I got shit to do.
Why can't I sleep with as many people as I want to without being judged?
Slut!
When men
Slut!
do it, they're congratulated.
Why do you consider a woman a tease if she doesn't sleep with you after 3 dates, but a slut if she sleeps with you on the first date?
Sounds like the magic number's 2.
No mean yes?
No means no.
Why do you say that women are too emotional to be leaders?
Then justify catcalling by
Pause.
saying
Women are too emotional to be leaders.
Really?
It's been proven.
How so?
They're too emotional to be fucking leaders because all they worry about is how other people's feelings are portrayed in their thought process of the decision that they're going to make. That's a fucking problem.
That's such a long road to go down. And like when you said it, I was like, that's every single woman I think I've ever met in my life.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
and just can't control themselves.
Why do you think that just because you're nice to me, I owe you my body?
Why would you ever send an unsolicited dick pic?
Pause.
Why do you feel?
I agree with that.
I don't like dick pics.
I never sent a dick pic in my
Never.
life. And if you're listening to this and you're a dude, don't fucking send dick
Knock it
pics.
off.
No chick likes those.
Knock it off. No one wants to see a phallus.
But the thing is, if you're sending dick pics, like, that's got to be for you. Like, you're doing that for you. No woman is ever like, send me a picture of your dick, daddy. You know, like dudes, like gay guys, they want pictures of dicks.
Yeah. And
because it's a dude. It has to be for the dudes. It's not for the women. There's no way.
It's the only women that I know that have asked or request for dick pics
have been men.
Well, no.
Gay.
The women that have requested dick pics just want it to make fun of the guys sending
Yes,
dick pics.
yes.
They want content.
Because I talked to my girl about it because like one of her friends received a dick pic.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, me and her, I was like, you got a dick pic? She goes, oh yeah, a ton. I'm like, have you ever been like excited when you saw a dick pic? She goes, never in my fucking life
Right.
have I ever wanted a dick pic.
Because that's not how women work.
No, they don't work like guys.
Yeah, a guy
Women-
sees a beautiful chick, you know, like depending. I mean, she could still have all of her clothes on, and it's still attractive to us because we work visually.
Yeah.
we're animals.
Well,
you know?
the best way I've heard it is women are programmed to fuck one dude 1,000 times.
Okay.
Men are programmed to fuck 1,000 women once.
Okay, I'd like to do some research into that, but yeah, I'll agree with that.
Because it's just a biology fucking drive.
Yeah.
That dudes want to fuck everything.
That's why guys can look at porn, get turned on, and be able to jerk off, and it works.
Well, some women watch porn.
Some
Lesbians. You are a lesbian.
Some, but not all.
Okay.
Because
not all,
but most. It's because there has to be an emotional attachment to the person that they're trying to do this shit with.
For it to be good sex for them.
Exactly. They have to be emotionally involved.
Whereas dudes, we could have good sex regardless. We have good sex by ourselves.
Yeah.
You know why?
I'm kind of retarded.
Women or make offensive comments about women, but when somebody does it to your sister, it's not okay.
Pause. If I kind of cut that question off, I don't know. But it says like it's okay for men to make fucking disparaging comments about women, but when somebody makes them about your sister, then it's not okay. Because when it comes to children and family, people tend to behave irrationally.
Yeah.
That's why if you ever hear like this argument about like abortion or any kind of like argument between left and right, the left always wants to bring, what if it's your daughter? What if it's this? What if it's that? I'm like, you're trying to invoke irrationality out of their person so they'll agree with you.
Exactly.
I'm like, there's a reason family members are not allowed to be on the juries for their fucking murder. You know, there's a reason they, otherwise immediately when they start, they just yell out from the background, guilty!
Yes.
Guilty as fuck!
Exactly.
Because you behave irrationally when it comes to your own kind.
You have something invested in
exactly. You're fucking in it.
Jesus.
So that's why you fucking dumb bitch.
Why do you have to sit with your legs so wide open?
I get that you
Because we have dick and balls, you dumb Asian
I don't
bitch.
stand around with my arms wide open to make room for my boobs.
Pause. That is the dumbest fucking thing ever. Like, oh, I understand you have balls between your legs, but I don't stand with my arms wide open because I have boobs. Your tits aren't in your fucking armpits, bitch. They're on your chest. If my dick was on the front of my thighs, I wouldn't have to do that.
I just want to describe that Asian woman that made that comment. She is not attractive at all. She kind of looks like
she is not a looker.
What is the one that was on Mad TV for a little bit?
Oh, you're talking about like Alex something. She was on fucking
No. The guy that was on Mad TV.
Bobby Lee.
Yeah,
Bobby Lee.
She looks like if Bobby Lee shaved his face and put a baseball cap on.
She looks like Bobby Lee's
Bobby
little
Lee.
sister if she was a skateboarding lesbian.
No one wants to fuck you. Stop eating.
You know,
God
she
damn
pops
it.
her shirt off and she's just a sloppy, droopy mess.
Oh, she probably doesn't trim that bush.
curiosity.
Why are women perceived as the weaker sex?
Because you're physically weaker.
Even though we literally birth you.
Yeah.
Watermelons through like this.
That's not a
Get
strength.
over it.
So bad to show your emotions.
It means you're human.
Why are you always trying to prove your masculinity to me?
Why the f isn't it ladylike to cuss? When did words get gendered?
Why is it your first instinct to doubt women who have been sexually violated or raped?
Why do you assume a woman's angry?
Because there's too many false fucking flags.
Here's a story. Mac, was arrested for rape while I was a virgin.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Obviously, it was phony as shit. It took that girl's sister coming in there and fucking slapping her for her to tell the truth. I was arrested for rape for a woman making it up because I didn't like her.
Yeah, false allegations. I had the same thing happen to me. We were hanging out in a group. You actually know who that fucking person is. I was hanging out in a fucking group of people, girls in particular, and one of them wanted me to indulge in coitus with her. And I didn't want to because I had heard that she had herpes.
Okay.
And so she was.
Why wouldn't you want to?
Yeah, she was trying to drag me into the garage of her mom and mom's garage. So she claimed that I raped her because I didn't want to do anything with her. So she was trying to drag me into her lesbian parents.
Lesbians!
Yes.
You are a lesbian.
She had two mommies. She was trying to drag me into the garage and during a fucking meetup that we had, and I didn't want to do it because she potentially had herpes. And then I left, and the word went out and was just like, oh yeah, Mike G was trying to like get in my pants and trying to fuck me, and I had to push him off me and blah blah blah. And I was like, no, because a lot of people they believed her.
Really?
Because she was a girl, and they were just like, oh yeah, he's a man whore. And I was just like, well, no, hold on. No, she has herpes. So I didn't want anything to do with it. She was trying to drag me into her fucking lesbian garage.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't want any part of it. And so that was my experience.
That's because you're a bigot. It's not herpes, okay?
Dude,
it's called equality, Mike. There are quality bumps.
It took a couple weeks for this to clear up.
The outbreak?
Yeah, well... I just put a little ointment on it.
Yeah,
a little apple cider vinegar.
Spit and vinegar, you know?
Yeah. But, yeah, so... Geez, man, where did that come from? The 25 questions?
36 is it?
36?
The 36 questions women have for men, which obviously you can tell those aren't normal women. They're all ideologue fucking idiots.
Yeah,
What are you, retarded?
And it's from BuzzFeed.
Oh,
I just you know what? We're done with these fucking questions. I can't deal with these. Fucking I can't deal with these people.
Yeah.
And now that I'm back on the feminist page, and I really just zipped back a week and saw this crazy shit, I'm telling you right now, as we get closer to election, get ready for some more feminism updates because it's gonna get crazy.
Yar, just keep a Crenshaw eye.
God bless Dan Crenshaw.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, thank you for joining us on our 4th of July special.
I want to say
thank
you for your service.
You're welcome, bitch.
I feel it down my spine. It's great. You're not supposed to thank veterans on 4th of July. It's about the revolutionaries. All right, but everybody, thank you for joining us on this 4th of July special. Hope you had fun, and if you didn't, fuck your mother.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll let you out. Yeah, we're going to let you guys go with a good old-fashioned American tune.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.